Forza Horizon 5's Rally Adventure is out, and I bought it to see if you'd like it. They start you off in a politically correct F-150 Lightning. Hey, remember when Biden drove one?
Mr. President!
This sucker's quick.
The opener does a bit of false advertising here, as in the opening sequence, there's RVs and trucks causing traffic like in a real Baja 1000. But later on, you see those convoys don't move their vehicles whatsoever. They're just like glued to the ground like a bunch of trailer trash. You can rally to start, and later on you can choose race mode. Rally's like time trial from Mario Kart. You have the option to switch race lines off, which I recommend that you do, as this is the closest to actual rally racing. Racing purists would say use the driver's POV as your view, and manually shift, as like Otto says.
Because I've only ever driven automatic.
I'm teaching you how to drive.
I just watched that movie last night. Sometimes I gotta take the extra mile and take off the HUD completely to experience a simpler time. After the Lightning, you get Colin McRae's Ford Focus RS. It's the hero car of the DLC, and deservedly so. Oh, remember when it caught on fire in Finland? He was okay after that, don't worry.
Something's broken in there.
The other 10 of the new cars with celeb appeal is the Hoonigan Beetle, aka the Scumbug, which you get shortly after. The Hoonigan team famously bought it for $2,500, tuned it, and ran it in the Baja 1000. This game can sometimes, often, feel like more of the same Forza experience, unless you turn off the driving lines and listen to your co-pilot.
Medium left.
When you're driving without the lines, you gotta listen to that co-pilot so carefully, who doesn't sit next to you like in real rally racing, but hovers above you in the chopper, lighting your journey. They use a spotlight on you in the night races, which are pretty much the best feature of this game. They remind me of Fast and Furious when they run drugs through the Mexican border at night. You gotta ABL, always be listening, as those pace notes are coming quick, and that really adds a new dimension to the Forza experience. You won't be breaking down and left for coyotes like in real rally racing, and you'll never get a DNF. I mean, it's still an arcade game, but still, you can rally in a Bentley if you want, which I did, and the classes adjust accordingly. But unfortunately, they don't shout the pace notes at you. Can't talk about Rally Adventure without talking about the new dust effects. Look at the old dust effects, now look at the new dust effects. Old, new, old, new. Does that difference make it worth the price of admission? The dust in the dirt doesn't quite have the weight of the real deal, but it's definitely an improvement. For the best dust and dirt physics, in my opinion, turn to SnowRunner. That slow burn of a game is pretty satisfying in the how you're driving affects the terrain department. Sierra Nueva is huge and different enough from the rest of Mexico's map. Tracks can be 6 miles plus, and some of the races can take 13 plus minutes to finish. If you want really long non-stop rallies, you're gonna have to turn to games like Dakar Desert Rally. It's got some 40-minute plus stages. How many roads must a man drive down in Sierra Nueva before he can say he's seen it all? 32. 32 roads, and they're pretty super long and twisty. Takes about 10 hours to finish the new DLC fully and completely. And I'm no botanist, but the vegetation is a little different. You definitely do get tired of running through the same old shrubs. The bad in this game, there is still a lot of rinse and repeat. Find a race, set a destination, drive all the way there, win, open up new races, etc. It kind of reminds me a bit like being a fish, just kind of wandering around looking for food. And on top of that, Forza Horizon 5 already hogs 132.3 gigabytes of space on my 500 gigabyte computer, and Rally Adventure takes up another bloody 18 gigabytes. That's half the size of games like Dirt 5 and SnowRunner. Also, no launches in this game. I gotta play Dirt 5 for those. We have entire videos on the history of the Lancia Delta and Stratos, by the way. Other brands you can't drive in Forza are Tesla, RUF, Chrysler, Alfa Romeo, Triumph, Abarth, Saab, Rolls, and Teradyne. The good? You already have a ton of cars you can play with in the game, and user-created livery replicas of your all-time favorite rally cars make it like triple extra fun. The latest updates also provide us with lots of new parts for all the rally vehicles. Launch control really is the biggest deal here in the new parts. It levels the playing field between the four-wheel drives and the all-wheel drives, and even the two-wheel drives start to get a chance. If you'll remember, all-wheel drives used to have the advantage off the line in the game. I am really glad they fixed this, although it does sort of feel like they just fixed a bug instead of adding a feature. Is Rally Adventure worth it? Yeah. It was $20, the price of 4 cups of Starbucks coffee, flat whites of course, so you could feed a starving child for a month, or you could play a rally game that's at least 1 billion times better than the Art of Rally, which is basically the same price. The arcade-ish rallying is accessible, really fast-paced, and most importantly, it's fun.
Jump.
In other Forza news, the Rimac Nevera is now available in the game.